Hey guys, it's Carl in the Philippines coming back at you with a update. Yay, update. I had showed you the small video of the house that my wife and myself were looking at to buy in the Philippines. And as of Monday afternoon their time, we became official owners of of a place in that development. We wound up putting the reservation down and starting to pay the, as they call, the equity on the house. So just so people, if you're looking to buy a house, I'm just gonna go over some guidelines in the Philippines. I know all these expats sit there and tell you don't get married and just live with the girl and this and that. Don't own property. You know what? Don't listen to them. Do what you feel comfortable doing. If you feel comfortable and want to marry the woman, because I married my wife. Yeah, I married her. I married her in a heartbeat. And I have no problem. Best thing I did. So, if you want to own property, land, not a condo, if you want to own a home or land, you as an expat cannot own it. So my wife is basically the owner of the house. But we have a agreement that if God forbid if something should happen, neither one of us can, sell the house. So that's one thing. Another thing is I'm trying to get this house paid off within within 3 years. Even less if I can. I really want to I want to buy at least 2 more homes. I have 3 girls and I would really, really like to give them something when I pass on and am no longer around, that they are taken care of. So we will see if I'm able to pull that off. But yeah, like I said from the get-go, we bought a house. I personally like the idea of I'm sorry, just plane flying overhead. Sound kind of weird the way the plane was going over. Sound like it was almost like struggling in the air. But yeah, I like the idea of owning the land with my wife. I don't want to rent and keep paying rent to people. I watch these vloggers and they're all, yeah, you rent. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, if I was on my own, single, living down there by myself, I could go and rent, one of these $20,000 a month condo units and all this other crap. I don't want to. I like the Philippine lifestyle. I don't want that Western lifestyle of living in a condominium in Duval or Dumaguete or Cebu City or Manila. I want the house. I want that Philippine lifestyle. You know, that is the one. Besides loving my wife and kids with all my heart, that's the one reason I am moving to the Philippines. Because I like the laid back lifestyle. I like living, as these expats say, living like a Filipino. Where you could live off of like a couple, $100 a month. But you won't have all that little extras. I don't need them extras. I like the idea. Yes, okay, occasionally, I want to be able to take the wife out to dinner and stuff. Because there was a very, very good Italian restaurant. God, I hope it's still there after this pandemic. Over in the Marquee Mall. And I love that place. Best Italian food I've had outside of New York. Best Italian food in there. But you know what? I don't need to eat it all the time. I can cook my own Italian food. I'm Italian. I cook great. 2 Thanksgivings ago, I cooked Italian food for my wife, kids, and my nieces, and my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law. And they scoffed it up. They loved it. So I like the Philippine lifestyle, flat out. So for all you ex-people that want to move there, you really need to make that decision on how you want to live. If you're going there and you're going to be by yourself and you don't have a girlfriend now online or whatever, however they do it now, they meet them at these dating sites and whatever. However, it's fine. Go there, do what you got to do. I'm happy the way I am. I don't need to go to these Walking Street and all this stuff and these bars. No. I'm very, 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 very happy with the way I'm going. I have, the wife, 3 kids, the cat, and 8 dogs. Yes, 8 dogs. I like it. I like that lifestyle. There are certain things that I will do, and this is why I wanted to own my own house and property. Just moving the camera a little bit, sorry. I want to grow vegetables and I want to farm a little bit. I want to do that. I want to make everything, do little things. Those little things will cause you to lower your expenses there. And yes, the food can be expensive if you want Western food. I like the Philippine food. I listen to these vloggers and they all talk about, oh, the Philippine food, it's not that great. I like it. I like, I like, sorry, I'm just typing to my wife. Um, I like the Philippine food. I like, uh, you know, kare kare, and I enjoy chicken feet, and I like the bad boy dishes like bad boy adobo and crispy pata and lugan. I like these things. I like balot. Um, I'm not like these guys that make these remarks that they don't want to eat this. I like it. I enjoy it. So for me, eating like uh chicken feet and stuff like that, I am legitimately fine with it. And stuff like things like that. But going back to the house, I know I drifted a little off topic. You know, if you want to buy a house, these are things you need to know. You cannot own the land. So if you're an expat and you want to, stay there and retire, yes, maybe you are better getting a condo or to rent an apartment. But if you want to stay there the rest of your life and you're willing to go all those extra steps, like getting an alien residential identification and, excuse me, basically moving there and wanting to live, because I understand that you can extend your visa when you get there up to 3 years. I hate to say this. I don't know for a fact, but I get a feeling that's going to stop. They're not going to allow it. And my understanding with a lot of these expats that are living there now, that are vloggers and stuff, God, I keep yawning every time. They're screwed. Because right now, the Philippines is not open to foreigners. It's not open. So, once you hit that 3-year mark, you're supposed to leave the Philippines for 24 to 48 hours, come back, and then you start it all over again. Well, guess what? They're not doing it right now. You can't get in. I've heard of people that are expat through vloggers that are bouncing around from country to country that are open, and they're using up the time they could stay there. Philippines was one country that allowed you, without getting an actual visa to stay for 3 years. If you're American, you can go there and you fill out paperwork when you get there, and it's a 30-day temporary visa, which you could actually extend at the gate and extend it to 60 days. I believe it's 60 or 90 days. And then you could extend it again and extend it again, extend it up to 3 years. Well, I got a feeling they're going to cut that crap out. So, just so I personally feel that, don't know for a fact. So, my suggestion to you guys is do your stuff right. Yes, I'm screwed like everybody else. because when the keyword is no foreigners allowed, they're meaning no foreigners allowed. Prior to this last shutdown, which God, I hope they release soon, I had two ways of getting into the country. One is the Bali Bayan program, where if my wife was here, I can go in with her, because if you're a spouse of a Filipino or Filipina, you were allowed to go in if you traveled with them. Or you can get a 13A spousal visa, and you're allowed to go in. So, this is stuff that I want you guys to think about. If you want to move there and buy a house, these are things that you should really look at. Because if you buy a house and you got to leave and then you can't get back in the country, you're screwed. This is why I went on that little tirade with owning a house. Yes, it's very tough owning a house in the Philippines. Owning land is impossible for a foreigner, so you really do need to be married to a Filipina, or if you're a girl, Filipino. So that's one thing. Oh God, I'm sorry, I keep yawning for some reason. So I just wanted to stress that to you guys. Two, I just want you guys to realize they did not, how do I say this, people do not realize everything they're going through. You do want to do everything possible as as that person, to stay there. It's nice not having to, not own land and worry about upkeep and stuff. But I don't want to live there and, not have anything to sit there and say it's mine. They need to, you need to understand that. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of working. Sorry, I'm just trying to work at the same time. As the verbiage says under the line. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to answer something that I'm at work. So yeah, that's me. I want to own property. I want to own that. I want to I want to give it to my kids. That's my main thing. I don't really care, and I will state it again. If I was by myself, I don't care. I am looking at other ways with my wife. I just actually spoke to somebody today, and they told me I really need to do her paperwork for here. I didn't want to bring her here, but they're saying I need to do it because God forbid if I go and I'm retired down there and I'm not working and I'm getting Social Security and I die 3 years after getting Social Security. I want my wife to be entitled to it. So by me having her paperwork filled out, she will get it. They will recognize her to get it. So I was actually given some very good advice to go see and talk to an immigration lawyer. So I am gonna look up immigration lawyers, talk to them, and see what I need to do for it. But yeah, this video, yes, it's gonna capture bought a house. Yeah, I did. I bought a house, but it's gonna be also with advice on little bits of things of what you need to do, because my whole vlog is based on every little thing you need to do to get to the Philippines, every little thing that might come up being married to a Filipina, and if you want to take care of them. So this is part of what I want to do, take care of my wife. So I'm going to call it quits for now because it's kind of long. It's almost like 23 minutes, somewhere around there. But yes, I bought a house and I am happy. I'm ecstatic because to me, that is a step closer to getting there and being there. So I'm going to call it quits for tonight. So I just want to let you guys know this. And all I'm going to do is sign it off and just tell you, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications, share me with your friends, share me with your family, put me on your social medias to share me with people that follow you, because you never know, I might be able to help them decide what they want to do if they want to move out of the country. So this is something that I wanted to let you guys know, and I just want to make sure that you guys know it. And I'm gonna sign off, but please remember, go check out my Instagram. It's the same title as my YouTube title, Carl in the Philippines. Like me over there. When I put a new video up on YouTube, I put a link to it in Instagram. So check me out there. Remember, like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications when I put a new one up, and share me with your friends. Until I see you again, peace, and I'm out.